Alright pets, how's it hanging? As you may have noticed, I don't know, maybe you haven't, I have been gone for 2 weeks. Mainly because most of my motivation and creativity has gone into TikTok. Because I've been having a lot of fun on TikTok. I started there 3 weeks ago. I'm like obsessed with TikTok and I'm just filming so many and I'm enjoying them. I'm doing really good ones. Like, not gonna toot my own horn, but I feel like that I'm really doing good on them and I'm getting a lot of ideas and stuff for them. So go follow me there. It's the same as everything else: Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, all that. Spider Vlogs, I'll leave the handle there. Luckily, this week I was saved by Rob, my friend. I'll leave his link down below because I probably wouldn't have made a video this week, but he tagged me in a tag video. It was called the Harry Potter tag, which was created by our mutual friend Kayleigh. I'll also leave her channel down below. So yeah, let's get into it now. So the first question is favourite book. Now, some people's gonna hate me for this because this is like one of the controversial stuff what people say. I haven't read most of the books. Basically, I was more of a film fan. Like, I started off watching the films like back when 2001 when Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone came out. Philosopher's Stone, not Sorcerer, you Americans. No, I'm just kidding, just kidding. I love the films. It's funny, I actually loved the films up to a like Goblet of Fire, then I stopped watching because I don't know why, but all my interest disappeared, and then I got back into it like maybe years later, and then I fell in love with all the films again, and I just love Harry Potter so much I couldn't stop watching the first one. The thing is, I have read one of the books. I read the original book, the Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, because I read my brother. My brother has all of them. He read every single one when he was growing up, like every kind of kid in that time, and I just didn't want to read them because I think my focus was on like Disney and gaming and all that, so I didn't really want to read many books. I don't know, I felt like because the fact that Harry Potter books were so big, I felt my attention wasn't gonna stick with them, so I didn't read them. But I did read the first one like in the last decade, I'd say I read it, and I listened to most of the audiobook of the Chamber of Secrets because I listen to Audible, no Swan. If you want to spawn, please do. Probably because the fact that I only am choosing between two books, I'm gonna say Chamber of Secrets. Okay, to be honest, the funny thing is, I'm not a big fan of the Chamber of Secrets movie, but I think that the second one in the book was better because it had more of Dobby. I love Dobby so much. Like, Dobby is like a really adorable character, and like you just love him. Like, it's in the short amount of time he was in the second movie, you fell in love with him. Like, he got annoying at times, but the thing is, who doesn't at these days? And I loved Dobby so much, and I just was like, okay, yeah, I love that Dobby was in more in the books, so I'm gonna say the second book. The second question is favourite film. Now, a lot of people would say Goblet of Fire or like The Deathly Hallows or Order of the Phoenix or maybe Prison of Azkaban. But for me, for nostalgic reasons, it would have to be The Philosopher's Stone. I love The Philosopher's Stone. As a kid, I'd watch it on repeat so many times because I just love the film. I just enjoyed the film so much because it's just magic, and it was the start of magical series. I loved it so much, and I just love Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson and Rupert Grint, the entire of Hogwarts, and just, yeah. Me as a kid watching those movies, oh my god, this is amazing, I so want to go to Hogwarts myself. So yeah, the first film, because just I love it so much. Third question is, what part of the book or film made you cry? It's gonna have to be Order of the Phoenix, if I'm right, because of Dobby's death. Oh my god, Dobby's death, that destroyed me. Like, I know I loved the Weasley twins, and like I was so sad when he died. I did cry, but not as much as I cried for Dobby. Such a beautiful place to be with his friends. Dobby is happy to be with his friend Harry Potter. That destroys me every time. So yeah, on to question 4. Favourite character. And I'm gonna say, this may sound biased because she's played by an Irish actress, Savannah Lynch. It would have to be Luna Lovegood. I feel very related to her because like the fact that people bullied her and she was so weird, and like she was the weirdest of everyone. That's why they called her Looney Lovegood. I feel like that I relate to the character a lot, and I just like I was gonna at first say like Harry Potter, like the very generic answer, but I have to say Luna Lovegood because I felt close to the character and I felt related to her. She was unique and weird. That's what Hogwarts needed. More unique and weird people. Because the way she talks. It's a friend of the garden. Next question is, what would your Patronus be? On the Harry Potter website, I was given a Basset Hound for my Patronus. Of course, I love dogs so much, but to be honest, Basset Hounds aren't really my favourite type of breed. I'd have to say, I would go with my spirit animal, because I feel like my spirit animal is literally the perfect. I feel like that a spirit animal is like the Patronus. So I'd have to say my Patronus would be an antelope, because that's my spirit animal, and I feel like that it probably is sort of related, Patronus and spirit animal, in some way. It has to be. It'd be an antelope. Or a dog, I love dogs so much, or a tiger. The next question is, what one of the Deathly Hallows would you prefer? Now, for me, this is an easy answer, because I kind of go through it with logic. The Elder Wand, yes, it is powerful, and you can't replace it, of course, because it's the Elder Wand, the strongest one in all of the Wizarding world. But because it's the fact that it's super strong, people will be chasing after you. They will want to kill you for it, as pointed out in the movie, and I'm just like, I would not choose that. Same with the Resurrection Stone. Like, at first, like in the past, I'd be like, I probably would have chose that, but the thing is, I don't really care about it. If I died doing something like awesome and crazy, I wouldn't want to come back. Not gonna lie, just like, I feel like that I wouldn't want to choose the Resurrection Stone. So my answer would be the Invisibility Cloak, because the amount of stuff you could do with that cloak would be endless, and I would love to do it. Just go nuts and do whatever I want. The next question is, what house are you in? Probably people won't like my answer, because I say I'm part of a hybrid house, because I am part of Hufflepuff, as I call it, because I'm part Gryffindor and part Hufflepuff. Now, as you can tell, I've got a Gryffindor shirt on, and I'm also wearing this hat, which is like yellow and black, representing both houses. Yes, I probably should stick with one house, because I've done the tests multiple times over different websites and stuff, and I've gotten both Gryffindor and Hufflepuff. Not the same amount, but I would like to say that I'm a Gryffindor. In the past, I would definitely say I was a Hufflepuff, because when I was a kid, I grew up, I literally wanted to, like, I would value my friendships, and I loved my friends and family. I was very loyal, and I was content with where I was, and didn't really have much of like sense of adventure and all that. I was happy where I was, and I feel like that's kind of myself. I feel like that's what Hufflepuff is. Someone who's loyal and like they're dependent, like people depend on them. Hufflepuffs are very like happy where they are. Like once they find something they want to do, they'll stick to it. But for me, I like to have multiple different like hobbies and stuff, and I don't stick to one hobby. Since I was like 16 years old, like in maybe like more in like my 20s, I became more of a Gryffindor, because I was like traveling to so many different countries. I've been in America a few times, Amsterdam, England many times, Portugal. I have been so many different places, and I feel like that I've done all this by myself. Like, yeah, I've met up with friends in the places, but I've done all these things by myself, and like younger me would be like, wow, you can't believe you did all these things. And I feel like that's because of that I have like become brave and adventurous and just daring and all that, because I don't let these things like push me aside. And when things go wrong, if they don't go wrong to the max, I can always pull myself back in, and I like don't let things break me. I'm like very strong-headed. I'm a very positive person. I always, if I am like feeling down, I will try to be more hold it in, but I'm not afraid to talk to people as well. I've moved out of my house. I've lived in Dundalk, now living near Dublin, and literally, yes, I still do have qualities of Hufflepuff. I'm very loyal to my friends, and friends are a very important thing to me, but I feel like that my character of who I am now is more directed towards a Gryffindor. Next question is, which member of the cast do you want to meet? For me, this is easy. It'd have to be Emma Watson, because Emma Watson alone, I had a crush on her when I watched the Harry Potter film from the very start, and I always fancied her, and she has grown up to be an amazing woman. She fights for women's rights. She does so many things these days. She is absolutely like strong, like independent woman, and also because mainly also, and also because the fact that she was Belle in Beauty and the Beast live action. That's literally like, so she's been a Harry Potter character and Belle in live action Disney movies. So yes, hands down Emma Emma Watson. Next question is, have you ever played any of the games? Now, I barely remember half the games I played, so I may have played more, but the games I remember playing was, I played the second game, which was the Chamber of Secrets, and the first game, which was the Philosopher's Stone. But I'd say I played it more in my teenage years, but I also played the Kinect game that was on the Xbox 360. I also played the Goblet of Fire. I think I also played Deathly Hallows, but and Order of Phoenix as well. But I don't know if I played any of the others. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Those ones I definitely remember playing. Oh, next question is, if you could play Quidditch, which position would you play? And both Kayleigh and Rob said this. That is a seeker. Because I feel like that seekers, they focus on one thing, and seekers get to have like their way of the field. They get to like think strategically and try to get the snitch, and so yeah, seeker. Next one is, are you happy with the ending? Yes, I was happy with the ending, mainly because I like love the fact that Voldemort was dead. Any series of movies like those movies have to have at least one death. All like the second Weasley brother, I can't remember, was it Fred or George? I think it was Fred. He died, Dumbledore died, Dobby died. I feel like, yes, they are impactful to us, and like, it was sad to see them die, and like, would I want them back? Yes. It made more impact in the movie, and like more of a retake than Voldemort and his army, and just kind of save the day at the very end. Also, I feel like that the fact that they made the Cursed Child, which was a continuation of the movies. I know a lot of people didn't like the script and didn't like the book, same thing, but for me, I watched the Cursed Child in the theatre in London, and I loved it. The set and everything, like the way they threw out the lights, it was just brilliant. I freaking loved it. And the last question is, what does Harry Potter mean to you? Now, for this, I gotta say, for me, it does mean a lot to me, because along with Disney, it's kind of like it shows that magic exists in the world, and like a lot of people are muggles and they wouldn't believe that magic exists in the world, and like people say, what are you talking about, magic? You say magic exists. Yes, I do believe magic exists, not in like the way that it does in the movies, but I feel like that there is forms of magic that exists in the world. And I know some people are going to say I'm speaking bonkers, but the thing is, like, people who are Wiccans, I have a friend who is a Wiccan as well, that exists, and like it exists, and there's a lot of other stuff that magic exists in other ways, but the thing is, it's not as much of as big a thing, because a lot of people say it doesn't exist. Of course they don't exist in this world, but there's variant of them. It's like, that's what Harry Potter means to me, that Harry Potter and Disney make you believe that there is magic in the world. I feel like for me, that's what Harry Potter means to me. A lot of people would grow up and they say, no, like that's all make-believe, it doesn't exist and all that, but for me, I know there is magic in the world. Harry Potter and Disney really helped impact my life to continue believing in it, and then as the years go on, I keep believing it, and I make my kids believe in it too. That is the last question, and I hope you enjoyed this video. It's probably going to be quite a long, because I had a lot to say. If anyone else wants to do this video, go on ahead and do it. I tag you. I also tag my friend Becca. If you want to do it, Becca, go on ahead and do it. If you don't, then fine. She's the only person I know that likes Harry Potter. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week, hopefully, if I am not doing more TikToks. Bye! See you later.